Welcome to the first episode of Joty Kay Uncut Reloaded. We are back, better than ever, and we are adulting. I wasn't even planning on talking about this, but who better to talk about relationships than I? I feel like a lot of women go through this stuff silently. So I feel like if you can relate to someone, you don't feel like you're alone. There's strength in numbers. So I was in a relationship where I couldn't even recognize myself anymore. Not because I'm weak, not because I'm crazy, but because certain relationships can slowly pull you out of character without you realizing it. And I learned a lot from that. So I was a victim of narcissism. I know that word was really popular like a few years back, but it is a real thing. Like when you really go through it, you understand what the hell narcissism means. Like this person did the love bombing in the beginning. And then when I started noticing the red flags, they started telling me some sob story. And then me wanting to be Bob the Builder, I wanted to help fix this person. In the process of fixing this person, I started losing myself. I started over-explaining myself. I started feeling emotionally drained. I was constantly anxious. I was always trying to fix everything, trying to tell this person how they should do something, how they should act. And then I started becoming more reactive instead of calm, kind of not feeling confident anymore because I was like, damn, like, did I pick the wrong person or am I the drama? It just it went from the person love bombing me and making me feel special to the person making me feel like I was the problem. The turning point was when we decided to give each other a quote unquote break, but not like a break where you're not together because technically that, I don't want to get too much into it, but according to the court of law, I was never married. Just do what you want to do with that information. But I was like, okay, let's be apart for a little bit. And then I went to go visit the person. And I just found out that this person was just disgusting and not who I thought they were. They have no self-control. Anybody can come get it. It was a come one for all. And I just think it really hit my ego, where it wasn't even that I wanted this person anymore. I think it was the fact that, is this really happening to me? I lowered my standards. I lowered my value by getting with you. But I've been taught growing up that we need to make relationships last. And I had a high tolerance of bullshit because I've seen my family go through their ups and downs. But I was like, oh, hell fucking no. I learned the hard way that love without boundaries will destroy you. So I wouldn't say I forgave the person, but I gave this person another chance, even though I was secretly still planning my escape, because I was like, let me give this my all to make myself realize that it wasn't me. I wasn't the problem. And it wasn't me. I got to see what the family dynamic was like. The women are not respected in that family. I got to see that cheating is no big deal because the father did it. I got to see emotional abuse was not a big deal. I realized that that's not the future that I want. That's not who I want kids with. It's just not it. And what really helped was that my mother saw me try, and she ended up being my biggest support system, where she said, yeah, we need to get the fuck away from this family. We got to get out. And it really helped. And for me being as strong as I am, I can't believe I was ever so low. It kind of took me a little bit to get back to where I needed to be again. And that's why I'm starting this podcast, because this is what I love. This is my life. And he was trying to take that away from me because he was insecure, because he was doing things that he wasn't supposed to do. So he started trying to accuse me of things because he couldn't accept the fact that I actually really respect relationships and I'm loyal, and he wasn't, right? Anyways, not to get too much into this, is not about bashing my ex, but I just want to kind of talk about relationships can pull women out of character. You start acting emotionally instead of logically. You start feeling insecure when you normally aren't. You start shrinking yourself. You start accepting less than you deserve, trying too hard to make things work. And women always get blamed for reacting to pain, right? So I reacted to pain, and then it's like, why would she put her business out there? La, 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 la. Because I'm reacting. This has never happened to me before. I've never had somebody disrespect me this badly. I've never had anybody really destroy my trust like this. So I didn't know how to act. I don't blame anybody for that. I don't wish that upon anybody at all. I realized coming out of this is that when I started abandoning myself to keep somebody else comfortable and to make someone else happy, I knew I needed to get the fuck out, because this person now thinks that they can do whatever they want to me and I'm going to be okay with that, which it wasn't the case. It was that I was just fighting for the version that I fell in love with, the version that I thought I met, because I was trying to convince myself that I didn't make a wrong mistake. And it's okay to make mistakes because people pretend to be someone they're not, especially narcissists, right? To get you. They will tell you everything that you want. They will be the best man or woman ever to get you. And then once they get you, they want to destroy you. And I don't know why. Like, aren't we supposed to be a team? Why do you want to destroy me? But a really famous quote is hurt people hurt people. And when you realize that, you got to realize it's not you. You're not the problem. And I got out of that relationship and I felt so free and so happy. Like, you just kind of wake up one day, you're like, what the fuck was that? Who was that? Who was dealing with this situation? What really hurt me the most was like, people always say things about me because of my social media or the way I dress. It's never anything legitimate. So it doesn't bother me. What bothered me was this person gave other people the reason to talk about me and disrespect me. And of course, we don't give a fuck about what people say. But when you choose your significant other, you want somebody that's going to protect you and protect your name. And when that person's the one that's shattering your name, it's time to go. You know what I mean? You gotta run. And that's what sucked for me. It's like I was over there protecting your name and forgiving you for things while you're out here embarrassing me. And I've worked so hard to build my name and who I am as a person. So what I would say by takeaway from this is we need to stop romanticizing potential and start paying attention to patterns, ladies. Potential isn't going to pay the bills. Potential isn't going to raise the kids. Potential is not going to do anything. We need to learn to let go of the person that we fell in love with, because when they show you who they really are towards the end of the relationship, that is exactly who they are, and we need to accept that. Now let's go into my she's back era, because peace is expensive, and once you finally get it back, you stop entertaining things that threaten your peace, because you are already going through such traumatic moments and you're like, oh, no, Satan, you are not going to threaten my peace. I'm finally getting back to myself, and honestly, I missed her. I feel like when I was in this relationship, I really lost my glow. I lost my love for myself, but I'm grateful for the fact that I had a great community. I had good friends. I had a good family that helped me out of this. And it kind of made me start questioning myself, my love for myself, and what I see in relationships. And I think where I mess up is I have always been the fixer naturally. I'm the eldest daughter in the family. When my dad was going through alcoholism, I wanted to fix him. When my mom was going through her stuff, I wanted to fix her. When my brother is going through something, I want to fix it. So naturally, I, for some reason, attract people that I want to fix, and it's really bad. And then the ones that I should be getting with, I will say things like, oh my God, I don't like the way he talks. Oh my God, he's short. Oh my God, I don't like X, Y, and Z. But as soon as there's a project for some reason, I'm like, oh my God, I can flip this house. Like, I just do not understand it. But I do understand it now. And I know going forward, I will never, ever, ever want to be involved in something like that again. I don't want to abandon myself. I don't want to become somebody that I'm not. But now it's made dating harder, because now I know exactly what I want, and it's really easy for me to rule out people. So I don't know if I'm doomed. I'm cooked. Like, I don't know. Is that the word they use nowadays? I'm cooked. Like, for example, let's get into me trying to date. So I'm back. I'm happy. I'm happy to have her back. I fucking missed her. And I hope you guys missed me too. It's been rough, okay? I am not like my ex where I will just fuck anybody that gives me attention or just laughs at my jokes. I don't care about that stuff. Like, I know people think just because I dress a certain way that I'm like this big whore bag, but I really cannot have sex with someone unintentionally. I need to like my mind needs to be into it. So I like call myself a born again virgin. I have not shaved in a long time. I mean, we trimmed a TMI. Maybe we'll cut this out. Oh my God. Anyways, I just cannot just give my body to someone else, like just like that. You know, I feel like at this age and at this era of life, like you're giving somebody your energy and taking their energy as well. So if this person is a piece of shit and you're sleeping with them, you are giving them your good energy and taking their piece of shit energy. And nobody wants that energy, not in this day and era. So I don't want to sleep with the piece of shit just because I'm trying to get over someone. Like, to get over someone, you got to get under someone. I've heard that before. But I don't need to do that. I go to the gym, I work out, I have great hobbies. I just think dating is doomed for me. I like downloaded Hinge, and the amount of like no's that I had done, my fingers started like cramping up. I was like, okay, like I need to start maybe looking at height and occupation now. Then I started like matching the height and the occupation. The numbers started getting lower and lower, and I just wanted to cry. And then I finally like did like my friend told me to do a little experiment on Snapchat. So I sent like a little back call out on Snapchat. I'm like, is there any successful, handsome 6-foot men following me? I'm like, I need to be aggressive. Nobody's going to break into my freaking window and find me, right, guys? Like, we need to go out there. No one's breaking in to my apartment in Los Angeles or my mom's house in Central Valley, California. Like, it's not happening. So I did like have a couple people message me, and I started thinking like, I said handsome. Like, I know your mom told you were handsome, but I said handsome. And then like, okay, sorry. Shout out to everyone has a type. But I got kind of sad. I was like, oh my God, like I don't have anybody. But then there was a few that looked handsome, tall, whatever. I gave one of them a chance. And I just didn't like how it was straight to let me fly you out and let's go on a trip. Back in the day, that would have attracted me because I was younger. I just started making money, and I never really had that growing up. But now that I can go wherever the fuck I want and I make my own money, I'm like, do you not want to just take me out to coffee first? Like, oh, it'll be a spontaneous thing. I'm like, what if you murder me? Like, I watch murder documentaries. Like, are you going to kill me? You already want to spend the night with me without getting to know me first. And I don't know if that has to do with my online persona or that's just how men are nowadays. But no, bro, we got to go to coffee and we got to go to dinner first. And then he started sending me videos of himself about like how he was on vacation. And it was like videos of him spraying champagne into the crowd and him downing liquor. That's what you do, all good. But that's not the type of vacation I'm on anymore. I want to go have a couple drinks on a rooftop. I want to go have a glass of wine with a view. Like, that's where I'm at. So that really turned me off too. Very nice guy, but I was just like, I'm cooked. I need to write this guy a message. I was a grown-up. Instead of ghosting him, I wrote a nice, well thought out message where it was basically saying, it's not you, it's me. And he was really nice. He was kind. God bless his heart. And he took it very well. He said, thank you for not wasting my time. And I'm like, okay, we got mature. We got mature people here. And then there's this guy that I've been on and off talking to him like fucking my whole life. I don't know if you ladies have somebody like that who just pops up out of nowhere when he smells that you're single and starts texting you, but it never just goes anywhere. I call him the good morning guy. Like, he just good mornings the fucking hell out of you. And you're just like, are you gonna hang out with me? Like, are you just gonna good morning me? Am I just a trophy to you where you're just gonna go show your friends and be like, look, she texts me back, bro. Yeah. I was just straight up, I'm like, so when are we gonna hang out? Like, are we like, what is going on? Then he made an excuse, and then I was just over it. Then he texted me again and he was like, what's going on? I was like, oh, I went out with the girls last night. I'm kind of hungover. He's like, you know what you need? And I was like, what? And by the way, this man is a district attorney for his county. He's 6'5", has a degree, looks handsome, goes to the gym. Great when you look at him, okay? He goes, and this is why I'm saying this. I was talking about this on TikTok Live. So if you were on my TikTok Live, you'll hear it. He goes, you need food, Gatorade, and my shallong. I'm sorry, what? Food, Gatorade, and my shallong. I had to pause for a moment because I was like, did this motherfucker just say shallong? I was like, I'm cooked. This is cooked. Like, this is a guy that like looks great on paper. This is a guy that uses his words wisely in the court of law. And he's talking about his shallong. And he's like 33 years old. And I'm just like, please don't ever call me again. Like, just lose my number. And he could have been joking. It could have been immature. But the last thing I want is like the man that I'm talking to saying, using the word shallong. Okay. I can't make this up. Then I'm just going all of my dating stories because you guys need to know that I am trying. And then also like why I have such a bad taste in my mouth. So then my ex-boyfriend from like fucking 15 years ago, I don't even remember how he has my number. I think I forgave him for breaking my finger, by the way. He broke my finger. You could see it right here. Because again, my first boyfriend ever, another fixer-upper in his 40s now. And he was older than me back then. I'm not 40, but he still isn't married, still hasn't found anybody. So that says a lot about the type of men that I pick. Anyways, he calls me and he's blowing me up. And I'm like, what do you want? Like, why are you blowing me up? Like, we're not cool like that. And he's like, I thought we were best friends. I'm like, no, we're not best friends. I just forgave you one time just to let go of all my past shit, you know? And he was like, oh, yeah, I was just thinking about you because I was showing this girl your page. And I was like, why are you showing my page? Like, we dated 15 fucking years ago. Like, why are you showing my page? And I was like, am I a trophy to you? Like, is that what it is? It's like, look at the girls that I can pull. Like, this is Joty Kay. Look at her. And he's like, wow, Joty, LA has changed you. And I'm like, I'm glad. You should probably move too so you change instead of reminiscing about your ex-girlfriend from friggin' 15 years ago. I was just like, what? And then he was like, oh, I just bought a new car. I got a new house. And I'm like, I'm really happy for you, but that ship has sailed and I'm never going to come back to where we used to live. I think it's time for you to let it go. And then he tried to send me a good morning message in the morning. And I was just like, I'm not responding to that. So that's kind of like what I've been dealing with. I realized finally that I don't think I want to date right now. I want to focus on my career. I want to focus on my money, my family. And I don't know if you guys have read online that women are getting more and more comfortable with being alone because the quality of men have lowered. I think men just don't try anymore, or they just don't have those old school qualities because I feel like the internet has really killed that. Like, people just hide inside their house all day long. They have no personality. No one has taught them anything because parents are working all the time. It's just gone downhill. So women are just okay with being alone. And of course, men love to blame women. Oh, you're alone because nobody wants you. No, people want me, but I just don't want them, because you have to remember, women choose who they want to be with. You guys have to run through a lot of hoops and you have to fish as long as you can, and you catch the fish and the fish is dead. Or no, that doesn't make sense. You guys go fishing. Sorry, you guys go fishing and you guys don't care if it's a small fish, a big fish, or what kind of fish. When we go fishing, we're looking for a specific kind of fish. So we actually throw the other fish back in the water because we don't want them. You guys will take the fish and take what you have and eat supper for the day. Not us. Not us. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a glimpse of what's going on in my life before we get into all the crazy online topics, all the little things that we're going to be talking about. But it's about to be lit, guys. Joty Kay Reloaded. Welcome back. Thank you guys for listening. Every Friday, I'm going to be releasing an episode. Leave me your comments. Message me. Let me know if you listen to this. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you can relate. If I'm stupid, just let me know. Let me know with your thoughts. I don't care. I've been on the internet 7 fucking years. You think I'll give a fuck? Tell me how you feel, girl or boy. I hope you have a great day, a great weekend. And remember, peace is too expensive. So don't just give it away. And always choose yourself when you're contemplating. You are the answer. Love you. Bye.